Hello everybody. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to click on this video. If you are new, I hope that you'll consider subscribing, and a huge thank you to my returning subscribers. I appreciate you being here so much. It's been a while since I filmed a video, but I'm going to be filming my cash stuffing for my last paycheck in November, which is on November 27th. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm filming this a little bit early, like I do with most of my cash stuffing videos, just so I can take the time to film it and then watch it and make any edits that I need to. So, yeah, I can't believe it's already like the end of November already. I honestly have no idea where this year has gone. If somebody knows, please let me know. It seems like this year's gone by way faster than others, and I'm not really sure why. Yeah, I can't believe we're going to be coming into December so quickly. So, I'm going to count out the money. I have $250. I will be filming a few other videos, cash stuffing my savings challenges, and I also have a new thing that I'm going to try out. It's going to come from my challenges, which are from my eating out and my spending money. So, yeah, I will show that in a different video. So, let's get into it. I have $250 here today to stuff into my groceries, eating out, my spending, and some of my sinking funds. So, let's count it out. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80. 92, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So that is correct. So I am going to start out with this binder. It's kind of the binder I stuff every single time. It's for my hair appointment and my nail appointment. My hair appointment is just before Christmas, so I should have enough in here when that appointment comes, as well as some extra to start me off for the next go around. So we should have $115 in there today because I'm adding 20. And I do pay cash for my hair appointment. My hair appointment is $105, and that includes GST and a tip. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80. 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, and 15. So yes, we do have more than enough, and I will have one more paycheck. Yes, one more paycheck before my hair appointment. So I'm already started on the next go around, which is really good. And I have my hair appointments every like 9 to 11 weeks or so. So very vastly spread out. So next up is nails, which is at the beginning of December, and it is going to get its usual $15. My nails cost $30, and I do pay cash for this as well. So I've added 15, so I should have 45, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So that's good. When I get paid in December, that will get built up again for another appointment. I'm actually just going to mark off that I've actually taken this money and I've stuffed it. So next up is giving. It is the season of giving. I would love to know if you're somebody that likes to give at Christmas, and like what do you, or the holidays in general, do you like, what do you do? Do you give with your time? Do you give to one maybe charitable organization, one sort of cause? I just love to know others. I'm trying to build this kind of up with every paycheck, so I'm putting about $5 every paycheck, and then when it gets to be usually more than $20, I make a donation. I've donated quite a bit to the food bank this year. I know times are tough, so yeah, and I'm feel blessed that, well, first of all, I'm a single income household, so I have a lot more control over what I purchase for food. I couldn't imagine having children, and especially if you have a picky eater, just how much those groceries can cost. So yeah, that's mainly what I've been donating to this year. We'll see what happens next year. So I've added 5, and I should have 20. So I have 5, 10, 15, and 20. That is correct. I do sometimes donate to animal causes, so like rescue societies, fostering societies for cats and dogs. That also kind of pulls at my heartstrings. So that is that for that. I am online stuffing into my vehicle registration. My vehicle registration is not due until September, the end of September next year, but I like to fast track these sorts of things. I know some people just build it into their budget, which is great. Hey, you do you. I like to do like fast tracking for things like my AAA, my car registration, any yearly subscriptions, my insurance that I pay for yearly. So it is actually fully funded. So we are fully funded for both my AAA, which is due next April, I think. Yeah, next April, and my vehicle. So my vehicle registration. So I have $200 in there, and I have this fully funded placeholder. And this is from Janet Greta Budgets. She's Canadian, and this was actually custom made for me. I always link everything I always use down below. So if you're ever curious, check that out. But we are done with that. So that is great. Don't have to worry about that. That is done online into a separate account. And I did take out money for savings challenges, and I did take money out for that. And so that is that. And we are going to be actually stuffing for month ahead. So I didn't think I was going to be doing this, but I kind of forgot. So when I did these budgets way, way back when. I kind of mapped out the rest of my year. I probably did these in about the summertime. What happened is through my work, I got reclassified to a different position back in the spring. So I work for a union. Anybody who works for a union probably knows that you kind of go up in pay uh, based on what the union has decided for that and agreed with the employer, of course, for that particular position. So I got a slight raise kind of back in the spring. So my budgets, I was actually able to do some of this month ahead stuff. And then I progressed at the end of October to the next rate that I will earn. And I will not earn any more past that. I am done. Unless I move to a different position that pays more, I will never earn any more. The only way I will is if our union happens to renegotiate and we get raises. That's the only way. So I kind of forgot about that. So I have extra money, which I'm going to be putting towards my debt, and I'm going to be using to get my month ahead a little bit further ahead, which is great. So we are actually working on my property taxes for my month ahead. And this I plan to use when I purchase a different place in 2026. I want to have everything fully funded at least once. If I could get some more categories done more than once, that'd be great. Because what I plan to do is purchase a different place and then sell my condo. So these would pay for some of my condo related bills, but also just some of my regular every monthly bills. So we are putting in $60 in there. So we have 20, 40, and 60, which is great. I quite like that. And actually, these little trackers are from, I always forget. She's on YouTube, April's Budgets. Again, they're linked below. I think it's Designs by April Fields. I'm so sorry, April. I always screw that up, but I always link everything below. She's Canadian. I have a lot of these. They're super well made. I like that they're a little thinner just because they fit into these envelopes really nicely. But each icon is $6 because this saves 120. So this is two. I save for my property taxes every paycheck, and I'm bi-weekly, so it would be $120. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10 to cross off because each icon is 6. So we have 60 going in there. And at the end, I think in December, I think I have it so that I'm putting another 60 in. So that will be completely done. So that's great. So in this binder, I already have my cell phone bill saved up for $60. Gas, obviously driving, to fill up from about half, as long as it's around $1.50-ish. It's about $30 a fill up, maybe just slightly more, so that'd be 2 fill ups. Month ahead, my car insurance for $80. Month ahead for groceries, because when you move, sometimes you need to buy some groceries, because what I hopefully will do is eat down most of my freezer so I won't have to move too much. So yeah, that would be just like an extra little, maybe stock up on things. And then we are obviously halfway on the property taxes. So we still have the property taxes to finish. Then we have internet, which is my internet and my cable bill, my mortgage, which would be 1 month worth of my mortgage. Again, I pay that bi-weekly, and that's just slightly rounded up. And then condo fees. I'm waiting to find out how much my condo fees are going to go up, as they go up every year. So I'm fingers crossed they don't go up too much. I've kind of sort of been trying to plan my budget for next year. I sort of kind of know what taxes should be taken off. I know how much my benefits are going to cost. So, yeah, we will see there. All right, so I'm going to mark that I've taken out my money for my groceries and my eating out. So, my grocery money I don't do anything with besides stuff it in my wallet. And then, so that is 60, 20, 40, 50, 60. I spent quite a bit actually on groceries. I had money left over from the last paycheck, but I went out with my parents to Costco and I got some drumsticks and some chicken thighs. I used my parents' vacuum sealer, which we actually bought my dad for, like, was it Father's Day or Christmas a few years ago? So I divided those into smaller portions. So I spent quite a bit on meat, and then I got a few little things like dairy related and a few, I got a few produce items from out at Costco just because they are way cheaper than anywhere else. So that's what I did. So that is my eating out money, which I'm just going to set off to the side. Not my eating out, grocery money, sorry. And my eating out is 20 and 2 5s, because we do challenges with this, and we should have our spending at 20, 40, 50, 60. That is correct. All right, so I'm just going to set this off to the side because this is done for now. So we are going to use these two challenges are from Charlotte at Studio Budget Co. UK based, lovely. They come super quick to Canada. They're super well made. I have a few of her other challenges, so I am using these to take from my spending and my eating out money, and I will be doing something different with these. You will see that later. So this is my spending and this is my eating out money. So we will see. We'll do the hugs and kisses, which is the eating out first. I have no, okay, so on Friday, my mom and I have to go to a major city that's an hour and a half away. I have to have a driver. I am not allowed to drive myself home. It's in part, hopefully, to rule out basically something in regards to my health issues. I don't talk about it a lot on here. I have asked if people want to sort of, I'm not going to probably go into too many details, but it's been quite a long process. I was first diagnosed with something back just before the pandemic happened in 2020. Then another neurologist kind of said, no, that's not what you have, but you have this. And then I went to a doctor that I was already seeing to treat that. And he was like, I think the first diagnosis was correct from the first neurologist. So I'm sending you for an MRI. I had to wait a long time for an MRI in Canada, especially where I live. You can be sent for an MRI, but you could be like 6, 9 months out easily. So it took a while. Then I finally got that back, and then I was referred to a surgeon. Had to wait to see the surgeon. I've since seen the surgeon twice. I saw him back last October, and just this past early November, he referred me to another surgeon that I saw, and I have to go for an injection into my C spine, which is cervical spine. Um, and so that's why I'm not allowed to drive. So yeah, it's been an ordeal. So I might be spending I might be spending my eating out money, and if I spend over that, then I'm gonna just dip into my checking buffer. The reason I say that is because my mom's obviously driving me. We might be getting back into town kind of around supper time. So the last appointment I went to, my dad came with me. Not because I couldn't drive myself, I just like to have somebody else there and just to hear, because sometimes when it deals with medical, sometimes you might not fully remember what was said, or, you know, yeah, it's just good to have somebody there. So my dad and I went out for lunch actually that day. It was like a late lunch. So I paid for that. And so I used some of my spending money to cover that. So yeah, in terms of like my budget for next year, things like that, my health is kind of potentially going to impact just certain categories. So yeah, hopefully nobody, I really hope nobody ever has to deal with all the challenges that I've been dealing with, but I definitely try and keep a positive attitude about it and try not to get too worried about things that I cannot change. So yeah, so we will take some money out, maybe of this. I'm hoping it's $5 for this because yeah, just in case. Okay, yep, so it is 5. So I'm going to set that money just off to the side. So I'll have 25 for eating out. And we have one more, so that will be completed with December's first paycheck. And so spending money, I'm not good at this. I just kind of throw it back and forth and throw it up. All right, an egg. So that was $5 for that as well. All right, so for spending money, I have 20, 40, 55. All right, I'm just going to set that money off to the side because that money is going to go into my wallet. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this. I greatly appreciate you. And if you're not subscribed, I hope that you'll subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I appreciate you so much. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.